As we continue to celebrate Black History Month, we wanted to let you know about a new exhibit inside Dallas's African American Museum, and Paige is live at Fair Park to check out Icons of Liberation, King and Mandela. Hello, Paige.
Hey, good morning to you and good morning, Texas. Yes, Icons of Liberation. We are shining a spotlight on Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King Jr. Although they were on two separate continents, they shared a similar vision. They were united in their shared values of justice, dignity, resilience, and collective actions, and they were able to change the world. I am excited to introduce you to Lakeem Wilson. He is the one who imagined this exhibit and curated this exhibit and really is here to help tell the story. Good morning to you.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm happy to be able to have the honor to talk to you about these remarkable men. They really were leaders of a generation that helped foster such significant change. Even though they were separated by continents, they had very parallel experiences.
Yes. This exhibition serves as a connecting thread between their two lives. It's really understanding the freedom that they were trying to bring in two different countries. So our goal here was to figure out a way to bring those two narratives together.
And I think you've done so successfully. As we continue on our journey here, you'll see they both were imprisoned. Of course, Nelson Mandela was in prison for many years, 27 years as a matter of fact. Martin Luther King Jr. was also imprisoned periodically throughout the civil rights movement. But you wrote something that I think is pretty significant. You said neither man was imprisoned for crime, but they were imprisoned for conscience. That is a powerful statement and something that I think we should focus on.
Absolutely. No, neither one of them did crime that harmed anyone or put anybody in danger. They simply stood for what they stood for, and that is why society decided to imprison them.
That's just a remarkable statement, and you're right. They didn't commit a crime, yet they were put behind bars. We have some video also that I want our viewers to see that showcases some of the turbulence in Africa as well as in the States. It's pretty powerful to witness, and that these individuals did not start out life necessarily as leaders, but they emerged. And that's another thing that I think is big poignant in this, is that you really can establish leadership and that it's not reserved for the famous. We ourselves can be icons of liberation. And tell us more about that.
Absolutely. Learning from their stories, people, hopefully we allow people to see themselves as icons. The narratives and the courage that we have within us, it always comes out when it's time to speak or vocalize for change and freedom.
Well, and certainly here, as you can see, this is an exhibit that's also intended for the younger generation to stand behind the frame and hear that powerful message that you can be an icon. And also the way that this is designed, you want this to be interactive. This is not just coming and looking at some pictures. You want people to be involved. Tell me about this wall.
Absolutely. This is an exhibition for the youth, first and foremost. So we've added interactive elements like the Freedom Wall. We want to know, what does freedom represent to you when we're talking to the youth or when they're writing their narratives? That way it's not just about history, but the kids are able to tell their stories and explain what freedom is to them.
And it also then continues into more modern times. We see a portion of the exhibit is dedicated to Barack Obama, who was, of course, the first African-American president of the United States. Nelson Mandela was able to emerged as the president in South Africa, and then it continues. I think that this is remarkable that you've been able to appeal to multi-generations in this exhibit. Also, some exciting things are happening here at the African American Museum. If you have not visited here in Fair Park, I encourage you to do so. I want to congratulate, while I introduce you, to Lisa Brown Ross. She is the new president of the African American Museum, and it's wonderful that your tenure is now kicking off with such a fantastic exhibit. Tell me a little bit more about this place and what you're seeing for the future.
Well, I will tell you, Paige, first of all, thank you. This is an exciting time to be a part of the life of the museum. What we are doing is building upon the legacy and the foundation that Dr. Harry Robinson Jr. gave us 50 years. So I am coming in after 50 years. My vision is bold. I want to see younger people coming into the museum. And thank you for having Lakeem be a part of this, because more curators and sharing that curatorial vision. We want to ensure that we are building upon the museum as far as worldwide exhibits. We want to make sure that this is a prelude to what we have coming, which is the Nelson Mandela exhibition, the official exhibition that we have coming in June.
And that's, of course, tying into a big, big experience that we're all in anticipation for when it comes to FIFA arriving. And Nelson Mandela has a story behind that, but behind soccer.
Exactly, exactly, and we're going to showcase all of that. The vision that I have is very bold. We want to ensure that we have endowments. We want to ensure that the museum, that the institution is stabilized. We're going to be looking at technology and innovation for the next generation. Museums, as you know, are the foundation of the community, but they're also about the acquisition of knowledge.
I think that's such a good point. We are indeed standing on hallowed ground. We invite you to come and see this remarkable exhibition. Congratulations to you. You did a fantastic job, and a big congratulations to you. You can come and see this exhibit through April 17th and gear up for the big exhibit really highlighting and spotlighting Nelson Mandela that'll be occurring in June.